Today I'm going to show you Google Drive and why you would use Google Apps for Ed with your students. Google Drive is a storage space that you can use to store anything. With Google Apps for Ed, you have unlimited storage. Like other storage services such as Dropbox, you can put anything on Google Drive. But the fun does not stop there. With Google Drive, you have the ability to share those documents with anyone, anywhere, anytime. You can see, as indicated on the folders by the little person, that some of these folders are shared with other people. For example, the fourth grade folder is shared with a fourth grade class. If I go into that folder, you see indicated again by the little person on those folders that because I've shared the top folder, everything else has been shared. We'll talk about that more throughout the day. Another nice thing besides the storage space and ease of sharing is an ease of upload. I can easily use the Drive app by pressing the plus button to upload things like a folder, create and upload from a different app, or use the camera to take a picture of a piece that I've created, like this art piece of a tiger, in class, on paper, to my Drive to create a digital portfolio that can follow me from grade to grade or anywhere I go. I can then share this portrait with anybody, anywhere in the world. So my relatives that live in California can also see the work that I'm doing at school because I'm so proud of it. Another great thing about Drive is the integration with other apps. I'm going to show you two ways now that Google Apps allows you to integrate it with other apps. Notability is one that Drive has integration with. By using the universal import button here, I'm able to import things from Google Drive, just like other services. But the really important thing to focus on here is this import all. Things have never been easier to bring into Notability from Drive. So with that import all, I can grab a student folder that I'd like to bring in, and I can easily use the import all to import these 30 books at one time. Before, I'd have to individually bring those in, and now with import all, I can bring them in all at once, making my life a lot easier. Another great piece of integration between Google Drive, Google Apps for Ed, and other apps is using Google to sign on. So if my students are familiar with their Google Apps for Ed Drive sign-on, they can also use that same logon, eliminating the need for other logons, to get into other apps such as Show Me, a tutorial creation app that's a basic whiteboard where students narrate their learning. So in this app, I go to log in, and I'm going to start a new Show Me account. But along the top, I see that I can sign up with Google. So if I tap that button, it takes me on Safari to my Google login. If I've logged in on Safari one time, I never have to use that I shouldn't ever have to use that login again on Safari. It should hold my information like you see here. And all I simply have to do is press the blue button to allow, open the Show Me app, and now I'm logged in using my Google information to get into Show Me, and I don't have to remember another login, which is really awesome. One last thing that's very powerful, besides the storage, portfolio, ease of upload, sharing to apps, sharing with each other, is the fact that I can make a copy as a student or a teacher to send out to my students. So no longer should I have to go to the copy machine and copy tons and tons of resources for my students. I can easily set that up through Drive, or I can have the students do that for me. Let me show you how using this example of number 1 here. When a student goes into this document, they have the three dots at the top. Once they tap those three dots, they should be able to press share and export and then say send a copy or make a copy. If they press send a copy, that will send that copy to another app where they can manipulate that document. If they press make a copy, what Google Drive will do is make a copy of the appropriate file to the appropriate correlating Google Drive app. So this is a Google Doc. If I press make a copy, Google Drive will open Google Docs and create a copy of that, just like a digital Xerox machine. Let's see it in action. So it says making a copy, and here's my copy of 1. Because I own this, you can see directly beside it, here's number 1, here's my copy of 1. As a student, now that I have my copy of 1, I can easily rename this just by pressing the three dots out on the tile screen and pressing rename. I can add my name to this. And I could reshare it to my teacher using the share feature. This ends up being a really nice way to not have to visit the copy machine every day. So there are lots of benefits to Drive, and I've just skimmed the surface. These are some of the most obvious and the ones that you may be able to take advantage of in your classroom. I hope that this tutorial on why you might use Drive and the Google Apps for Ed suite was helpful and that you can use it in your classroom. Thanks for watching.